like to thank each and every one of you for being here. I know there were many choices. Thank you for choosing our program and celebrating with us. I am a daughter, a granddaughter, a sister, an aunt, a mother, a neighbor, a friend, a human being, and an American Muslim. But most of my fellow Americans see me only as a Muslim and perceive me to be a terrorist. We focus so much more on what divides us rather than what binds us. We all smile in the same language. Our tears are colorless. We all hope for the best. We all want the best for our families and for our children. 9/11 was one of the worst tragedies of our nation, but soon after that, another tragedy was created by our current administration, targeting of the Muslims, Arabs, and South Asians. It divided our nation. It created a culture of fear, hate, anger, and division that led into Islamophobia. It has become the norm to hate Muslims, to burn their businesses, to label Islam and Muslims for everything. Everything that goes wrong for the past 7 years, Muslims are to blame. And I'll share just a personal joke with you. When I learned about the US airplane crash, I learned that it was the bird who caused the impact. I was afraid they were going to say these were the birds from Saudi Arabia and they were Muslims. As we celebrate Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, I'm especially hopeful. And as Obama has said many times, all things are possible in America. I have personally dedicated my life to bridge the cultural and religious gap by fostering friendship among all Americans. American Muslim Voice Foundation is dedicated to creating a culture of peace, acceptance, mutual respect, and harmony in our world. We as a nation are embarking on a remarkable journey with President-elect Obama. And it is fitting that I have been granted the opportunity to represent my community and share our experiences on birthday of a courageous man who set the precedent of hope and change for our country's new leader. I congratulate President-elect Obama with all my heart and celebrate his historic victory. However, just as the road to this inauguration has been uphill for President-elect Obama and his tireless campaign supporters, so has daily life for many his American Muslim supporters. Islamophobia has left 6 million American Muslims feeling like second-class citizens, and has robbed this community of its voice since 9/11. As a political active member of this community, I have rallied against the unlawful detention and deportation, and against the invisible security checks at the airport, which I go through personally every single time. They're more just harassment rather than security. I once had a conversation with them and I said, you know, it is really silly to just target only Muslims because we are not that stupid. If we really wanted something done, we will hire one of you. I had to think fast and act faster to navigate my frightened community of entirely law-abiding American Muslims through the INS special registration and Patriot Act nightmare. After all was said and done, after the Islamophobic climate tried and failed to drive away most of the Muslim population, what remained was a group that remained firmly entrenched in the ideals upon which America was founded. So it was unsettling that even during this historical election, Islamophobia still proved to be persistent. American Muslims were sidelined throughout the election, and from my personal experience, I know how hard it was to convince Muslim Americans to vote for Obama. Every time they will see something in the news that Obama supporters remove the Muslims from the, camera vision and blah, 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 they will say, are you sure you still want us to vote for him? And I will say, yes. He's saying attack Pakistan, are you sure you still want us to vote for him? I said, yes. He's just saying it to act tough. Please, just vote for him. American campaigns prohibited us to be seen near him. Slogans like vote for McCain, not for Hussein, made America associate Obama with Muslims and Muslims with terrorism. It had a huge impact. We just stayed silent, supported him wholeheartedly, financially, physically, morally, but couldn't be seen with him or him with us. Yes, this has been a road built on hope and promise of change, and the road led to a historical victory. An even greater victory will be when our new leader and his administration can eliminate Islamophobia in our nation once and for all. Mr. President, we have supported you wholeheartedly, financially, physically, and with millions of votes in the battleground state. Now that you lead our country, we will walk with you to fulfill Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream of building a beloved community. I do agree with you that America is no blue state or red state. It is the United States. I believe that for us to truly become one nation, we must treat all Americans equally, including American Muslims. We must not give in to fear and exclude any American, as we all share our country's values. My question to you is this: will you hear our concerns and work with us to eliminate Islamophobia? My fellow Americans, will you please stand with me and add your voice to strengthen mine so that we can ask our President Obama to help us all feel safe and at home? Will you join me in asking to the Mr. President, will you be my president too, or just for a limited group? Or will my community and I will remain voiceless even today as we celebrate the birthday of one of the greatest leaders? Thank you.